Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Tooele Happy Hour podcast starring Jared Anderson and David Weiss. Where if Head Trauma had a podcast, this might be what it sounds like. Jared, today we are doing a special on elections for Grantsville City Council. And with us today, our guest, we have Kaycee. Kaycee, can you introduce yourself to our audience, please?
Yes, hi. Thank you both for having me on. My name is Kaycee Foster, and I recently moved to Grantsville a few years ago. I'm married and have two boys that are in elementary school. We moved out here to enjoy the farm life out here. We have a little hobby farm, and I have got involved pretty quickly since we moved here. I got involved with the PTA, the city council, our community council, and I'm also on the committee for the Veteran Memorial Committee Park. I'm a combat veteran. I served 10 years in the Army, 2 tours for the Iraq War, and so we're just raising funds for the Memorial Park now, and I'm involved with that as the secretary, the social media, and events coordinator.
Very good. Very good. So what's causing you to want to throw your hat in the ring for city council? What's your motivation?
I'm used to serving. I love this city. Ever since we moved here, we have been welcomed by the community with open arms, and I just want to preserve and conserve what we have. I know growth is happening. But I would like to preserve it, what we have, the buildings, the community, mesh the older community with the newer community. And I would like to protect our farmers as much as possible and help them feel welcomed so they would want to stay here and keep their land. And since having a hobby farm, I have goats, pigs, chickens, a sheep, and I have gained a real appreciation for the farmers out here, and I would like them to stay. So.
Very good.
Do you ever feel maybe threatened by the new growth that they want to pass laws and regulations so that you are more limited as a hobby farmer?
I would be worried about it, but I would hope that doesn't happen, and I would be there to try to make sure that doesn't happen.
Very good. So, are you familiar with the mayor and the current city councilman and all that?
I know I have met the mayor, and I know one other city council member.
Okay. Is it one of the incumbents that's staying or one of the ones leaving? Okay,
one
good.
That's staying.
So you got some familiarity there. What are, knowing what you know about the city and that, what are some of the, maybe some of the goals you would want to push for as city council, and maybe what are some of the things you would like to see adjusted or done away with as far as what's going on the city council?
Well, I have been getting feedback from the community already as I'm out doing events for the Veteran Memorial Park. I have been asking the community what they would like to see happen, what changes they want, what they want to stay. Some have mentioned they want a rec center because our city is huge on sports, and using these school facilities is just not seeming feasible anymore. So a rec center would only make sense having out here. I love right now that we do the Summer of Fun events where we bring the community together, and it's free admission unless you want to buy food from a food truck, but it's bringing the community together, and it's giving people who may not have the opportunity to take vacation or go anywhere can have something fun to do on the weekend as a family. I like that to continue. I would like to put a water conservation, like a little initiative to help people who want to conserve water in their front yards to be able to have some initiative to do that or incentive to do that.
What would that look like? That one interests me quite a bit. What do you think a city the size of Grantsville, with Grantsville's budget, what do you think that they could possibly do to make that happen?
That's something I would have to look into to see if that's something that we can make happen or not. But that would be a hope or a dream that I would like.
Good.
I know Jared wants to put rocks in his lawn.
Yeah, what I want to do is I want to pour concrete fence to fence and paint it green, but everyone tells me I'm savage.
When I moved here, that was the first thing we did. Was we had a blank slate and we put rocks and pollinating plants out here. Just I would rather the water go to the farmers. I don't need a lawn. So
yeah, I like that.
So Kaycee, what was your MOS in the Army?
So I was a 92 Fox. I was a fueler. I drove in Iraq a 5K fuel tanker on the streets. And then I also worked in the motor pool with the maintenance, with the mechanics. I also worked there with them.
Very good. What years were you in Iraq?
03 to 04, and then 2011 to 2012.
So right off the start, what division were you with?
1st Armored Division.
Okay. All right off the start.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was my first duty station, sent off to Iraq.
Where was that? Fort Hood?
No, actually, that was in Germany. I served in Germany twice.
Oh.
My first tour and my last.
You went to Germany for all the fun and European sightseeing, and they sent you to Iraq. Very kind of the beloved Army.
So I got to see 2 years of it, yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for your work on this Veterans Memorial Park. You're the second person we've talked to that's working on this, and I think it's good, and that's a good place to put it.
And a lot of people in Grantsville are complaining that, hey, we can't access our school facilities to host sporting events for other stuff. Is that because maybe the heavy foot of bureaucracy and government within Grantsville schools, or is that just a timeline and space issue?
That would be the school board that deals with that. Grantsville City has no say over the schools.
Yeah.
But is it the school board being bureaucratic, or is it the school board saying, we are booked?
That's a good question.
I think it's just hard my kids are in all the sports. They go from, fall, spring, they do every sport that's out there. And I see the need for something where everyone could go to a place and do the sport there instead of having to use like the junior high or the high school where they may be having events, or, it's just trying hard to coordinate. And I do know the people want softball fields out here in Grantsville. We don't have any. We have to go out to the Deseret Peak. So I've heard that before too.
So,
How expensive is a rec center?
a couple million probably. I don't know. That's a good question. I guess it depends on how big you build it and where you're going to put it. You have to also acquire that land.
Yeah, so we'll seek out what the community wants. That's just what I've heard, being in the sports community, which is a lot of people. So obviously, I will look into the budget to see where we can fit this, what we can do. And I also believe in transparency. I think our finance team is doing an amazing job. But I feel like after listening to some of the meetings, the community meetings, that transparency is needed a little bit more. Yeah.
Good.
Do you go to the meetings often, or do you attend online? How do you participate?
I attend online. Yes.
And do they let you comment online, or do they block the comments?
I think you can ask questions. I just usually never do. I just take notes.
All right. Now, you said before we started that you moved here recently. How long ago did you move to Grantsville?
3 years ago.
Were you involved where you came from? Were you involved in any of the politics there? Or is this your first foray?
This is my first time.
Yeah? Are you nervous?
Yes, I am. But I'm confident. I'm a hard worker. I'm a quick learner. So, and I'm resourceful. So I know that if I'm in there, I'll do whatever it takes to make this community proud.
Good. So what are some of the things you would like to maybe take out of the purview that Grantsville's been dealing with? Is there any of those?
That's something I would have to look into, because as of right now, I'm not sure.
All right. Well, I don't really have any more questions. I just want to thank you for offering yourself up for sacrifice to the city and usual hamana that I do. I hope that I wish you the best of luck. Dave, do you have any more questions?
Kaycee, do you have any campaign events that our listeners can attend to learn more if they want to meet you in person and shake your hand or kiss a baby?
I haven't scheduled any yet, but I'm working on that. I do have a Facebook page called Vote for Kaycee Foster for Grantsville City, Utah, or Grantsville City. So they can message me on there. I also have an email that I have on the Facebook page as well. But once I start creating events, then I will post those on my social media.
All right. We're going to put this in the show notes for anyone so that if vote Kaycee Foster for Grantsville City Council. And that way, if anyone wants to reach out to you, send you a message, question, comment, hamana, we can, they can come here and get the link.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know. I'm
How many goats do you have, Kaycee?
I have 8 goats.
Oh my.
8 goats, 2 pigs, 1 sheep, and 5 chickens.
8 goats, 2 pigs, 1 sheep, 5 chickens. No dogs or cats?
I have 2 dogs and 1 cat.
Okay. All right.
But you can't farm dogs and cats. So.
Well, sure you can. I mean, cats are harder to milk, but you can do it. Thanks for coming on, Kaycee.
Thank you, guys.
Wish you the best of luck. And, again, thanks for your service. Thanks for what you did. How long was you in the Army?
10 years.
10 years. Okay.
Yes.
So you did plenty of time in the Army and got to see Iraq twice. And then your husband met you and drug you to the booming metropolis that is Grantsville.
Yes,
When he told you Grantsville first, did you go, what, where?
Well, it was actually Utah because he's from West Jordan.
Okay.
And we met in the Army. He's a veteran as well. He served
Okay.
10 years as well as the 88 Mike.
Okay.
So a truck driver.
So you guys both got out of AIT at Leonardwood, went to Germany, and then you kicked right off to Iraq. That's how your Army time went?
Basically, yes.
So, man. Yeah, I've been to Leonardwood a time or two myself, so it's a beautiful place. I can't say anything more great about it.
Yes, it was Utah. He wasn't going to move where I'm originally from, so I thought I'll give it a shot, and I fell in love with Utah. We lived in the Salt Lake Valley and decided that this is not where we wanted to raise our family. Mm-hmm. And so that's what made us start looking out west.
What made him not want to stay where you're from?
The 2A laws.
All right. Man after my own heart. Yeah, California's perfect. It's just being ruled by despotic monster tyrants.
Have you found yourself being politically active before you went into the Army, or did it all happen afterwards?
After, for sure. For sure. Mm-hmm.
Often wonder if the military has a change in people's mentalities.
I believe it does.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Yep. Well, Kaycee, thank you very much. We hope to see you at one of the events in person. We wish you the best of luck. Grantsville has a huge field running. I mean, I think there's 3 or 4 people in the city that aren't on the ballot this go around. I don't know why not. I wonder if they didn't get the memo that you're supposed to be on the ballot, but that's a huge field. You're running, what are we looking at? 11 active people right now?
11 for 3 seats.
Yeah, that's a tight run. That is a tight run. So I wish you the best. I hope all goes great.
Now those 3 seats, they're all. Are there any incumbents trying to get their seat back?
No, 0 incumbents.
0. Huh.
Which is another.
Makes you wonder.
Surprised that's not scaring 11 people off. But anyways.
I guess I'll find out.
Yeah, I guess you'll find out. But we wish you the best of luck. If you have any information you need to get out, if for any reason you need to, whatever, we're always open here. You can just, give us a call. We can get you on. And, hopefully we see you soon.
And if you got any events, drop them on the page. Let everyone know.
Yeah.
The page is an open forum. Everyone's entitled to put something there for 6 days at minimum. And, swing on by, give it a like, a subscribe, a heart or something.
Yeah.
Maybe even a laughy face.
Yeah.
I love hearts.
There you go. There you go. All right, Kaycee.
Well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And
You have a good night.
wonderful night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.